Alright folks, we are back. A few years have ticked. Our truce with Great Britain is up, so it is time to go back to war with them. I've positioned armies along this side of Great Britain and got armies in place to take on Ireland. They are allied with Portugal, so we've got about 100-some thousand troops down here. We've repositioned our armies to sort of delay them in the north with about 120,000 troops over here. They also are allied with the Netherlands. I have allied Brabant because I needed a new ally while Austria-Hungary was having their meltdown over here. Looks like there's some kind of big war going on for some reason. Not really sure what's happening. Looks like Great Britain is in a war already. That is great. They will be very distracted, which hopefully will make it easy for us to get involved. So we've still got Italy, Brabant. The other thing that I did in the intervening session is I did vassalize Switzerland. I vassalized Saxe-Lauenburg, and I also vassalized Kallenberg. These are just free, no aggressive expansion ways to pick up some additional territories. And so with that, I think we are almost ready to declare this war and move into position. So we will declare on Great Britain. Hello, Great Britain. We will declare imperialism. Looks like Portugal and the Netherlands will join. We will call both Italy and Brabant into the war, as well as all our crazy 10,000 vassals that we've accumulated. And we will declare. Alright, we will immediately... Is this the good siege general? Yes, it is. Go forward. We will march forward with this good siege general. And this is not the best one, so he's not in exactly the right position, but this will work. And we will move in. I have embraced manufacturing institution. I don't have tons of military points because I decided that after that war with France, when we got our next idea group, I went for defensive. So just took another military one just to round it out a little bit here. This army has got 3. We also did continue adding cannons to several of our armies. So we're going to immediately move in and see if we can handle this Portugal situation. There is a British army here. They were not able to reinforce it in time, so that was excellent. Right, obviously, immediately there's 10,000 hostile armies up here. Let's move this one into the center, and then we'll figure out which way we go based on what kind of appears along the edges. Nope, I don't like that. Let us march around to reinforce that. Looks like we're going to win, but I would like a little extra assurance there. Alright, good. Looks like we were able to win that battle. Our troops should be pretty tough, but I just don't want to take any chances on that. Looks like Great Britain has got their mega stack down in the south. That is fine. We will continue forward. Hopefully our vassals can handle the Netherlands, and vassals and allies. We'll just siege away here. I will probably not use my bombardment as aggressively. Sheffield siege over. Tyrone siege over. Excellent. Let us move on to Limerick. And it doesn't look like they have troops over here, so we probably can go for Desmond at the same time. If we can finish the Ireland siege, that'll help us come over. I think the Ireland provinces are generally lower development than the English ones, so we're probably going to feed all of Ireland over to Gaeldom. In terms of where to go here, let's go ahead and move towards the capital. Let's see what's happening here. There are hostile armies incoming. Let's move up into position down the fort line here to try and prevent them from being able to get through. They should not be able to walk past these 2 forts, so let's see if we can hold them in the north this time. Looks like Switzerland, one of my little vassals, is doing a great job. And this is one of the main reasons I love vassals, honestly, because in the late game wars, there are so many troops moving around, like just so many troops and so many little armies, that having a vassal is a really easy way to do a lot of these sieges without having to directly do all these sieges. Looks like this British army is at the wrong place at the wrong time. Goodbye, British army. We have run into somebody in a battle. Lincolnshire siege is over, which means their capital is down. We're going to pull back. Pause, please. We're going to pull back in order to reinforce these two stacks, because there are enough Great Britain troops over here that it is a little dangerous until we can get these folks into position. So until we can get potentially get the Irish troops back over, then I think we'll want to be careful. Let's take another quick peek down here. It looks like Italy has somehow gotten onto the other side, and so it looks like they're going to deal with Portugal for me. They also are doing a great job with the Netherlands, so hopefully that will be over quickly. Doesn't look like my vassal has built forts in any of the places where it would be useful to build forts. They're also trying to build troops, but it is far too late to be building troops at this stage. Coventry is sieged. Where... We got London. We know about London. Okay, they're sieging some random provinces over there that we took off Spain, I guess. That's fine. We don't really care about that. We will leave that alone. We're just trying to keep the losses minimal in the Mexican territory so that then we are able to not lose too much war score against them, basically. Okay, we have siege Beira. Let's go ahead over to the next one. Britain is excited, but they probably should not be excited because I do not think you are in a great position here, my friend. Once we take this one down, we'll move into position to take this and relieve the next siege, maybe. What are you doing, Gaeldom? I have no... What? Gaeldom, I don't know what you thought you were doing there, but that was not the right choice. Alright, we will use our big stacks over here to just squish a few little British stacks to get some more score. Easy. Connaught is over. Looks like they have abandoned the siege of London, which is good. We'll take that as a good sign. Row on another little battle over here. Easy. It's like we are still okay up here. That we may have to relieve that fort here in a minute. Looks like the Netherlands is being like absolutely sieged down with Brabant helping us here. Thank you, Brabant. Okay, Shrewsbury is done. Let's pause, please. Gain some professionalism. Marsh. Okay, let's move forward into position on that. This is going to be a tricky one to siege, so let's move the other armies into position behind as reinforcements. Desmond siege over. We'll siege these and then get them into position to come back over to the main Great Britain Islands. Forgot they had this province here. Let's go take a peek back over here again at what's happening. They're still milling around the edges, but they're not acting like they really want to engage right now, which is just fine. Which means we will just happily siege this down. Looks like our vassal is de-sieging and maybe going to stack wipe a little bit. That's more, probably more your speed, my friend. The British will just stand here then and let me siege, then we will take that. Alright, let's go ahead and continue the sieging of Ireland. This is pretty much just free war score. Like we can take our next idea, which is fort maintenance and fort defense, which is great. It'll slow them down on sieges and makes them cheaper. Not that we have any issues with money. Siege of Evora in Portugal is over. That means it is time to go pay Portugal a visit in their capital, Lisboa. Okay, and let's go ahead and reinforce that. See, they're being a little more careful this time because they can see the amount of troops I have over here, and so I don't think they're as eager to engage me as they have been previously. Okay, let's move into the next sieges. My vassal is ambitiously decided to... Alright, we crushed their army in Lisboa. Let's see where that one was. That was a Portuguese siege. Excellent. I think my vassals have it down here. I think this one stack is enough, so I think it is time... Do they even need me up here? I mean, they've almost sieged out, honestly, the Netherlands as well. I guess we'll just stay down here. Bedfordshire siege is complete. See if we step off of this, will they will they attempt to siege it back? Because that would be a much more favorable engagement for us. They are moving. Let's see what they do. They are gonna fight me in the mountains. Pause. Force march. In. See if we can reinforce this in time. Looks like we did. I don't know if we actually got in there in time or whether we just managed to... Nope, we did not. Turn off our force march, but we did win. This is better than previously when they've just like walked in. At least this time we're kicking them back. Alright, let's see if we can force march. See if we can force march our way across the channel. They have just basically all retreated back into the farmlands. Alright, excellent. We have managed to force march this troop across. Let's move him down. I think we will also try to force march this one across the channel, since it appears like they don't have the same naval dominance that they have had in previous ones. Yeah, 13 colony. That's what I was going to say. They should become disloyal and stop helping Great Britain here in a minute. Especially if we... We are across the channel. Let's walk down here. Yeah, I think they're becoming disloyal because Great Britain has been sieged. Let's pull back again. because we really just want to keep them at bay. We're not interested in really opening a front here. Looks like they are almost completely sieged out. So now it will just be one mega conflagration here. Let's see if we can defeat the British. Okay. Looks like we can. Actually, we're on good footing with them here. Roughly the same number of troops was enough to defeat them. This army can go over here to deal with the cleanup. This army trying to reinforce? Where are you going? Boom, another army bites the dust. And another army bites the dust. The British army is essentially out of commission. I do not think they have any more troops in the field of any major substance anymore. They have navies, but they do not appear to have anything left on the troop front. They've decided that they've got a little bit here in the north. Let's move into position again to contest that siege. At least drive them back. We have not taken Lisbon yet. Let's take Lisbon. A revolt in Narbonne. That's not a big deal. This army isn't even needed over here anymore, so let's send them up north to handle that. Lisboa is sieged. It's interesting that they're so excited, given that their armies are completely destroyed and their island is completely sieged. So I'm not real sure what they're excited about right now. So potential outcome here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, something like that is sort of what we're looking for to take the rest of Ireland off of them. Coalition, nobody of substance. That's part of the other advantage. They're kind of further away out in Ireland. Need them to be not so excited for this war. They see me coming and they're like, no, 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 we don't really want to engage that. Yeah, it makes a difference when they haven't got like gratuitous amounts of free war score like they did last time. See, they are length of war, military strength, which is basically 0. I'm not really sure what they think they're doing there. They're about to drop to low enthusiasm. The Dutch Navy is still intact, but that will probably not last for very long, honestly. Alright, Great Britain is not happy. They have entered low enthusiasm. So, what are you willing to do for me, Great Britain? still not willing. How much do I need? Because we're going to have to go to war with Spain again, I think, to get what we ultimately need. So we need 14 provinces. Because we don't want to sit in this war forever when we can get what we need from Spain, because our truce with Spain is up. Let's see here. Truce with Spain. It's easier to see it here. Truce with Spain is in 65. So like in 2 years, our truce with them will be up. So we don't really need to be in an extended, drawn-out war. We can sit in it a little longer, but we don't want to sit in it forever. Because we can just take a bite from these folks, and then we'll take a bite from the next one. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would get us almost all the way there. Glory to the army. Looks like we might need to go scare them off of this one. Oop, lost a general. Oh, hold up. I don't know that we want to plow into that. It looks like we are. I think that might be okay. Probably would have been better to engage in the fort. Oh yeah, looks like they made a mistake and accidentally... Let's see if we can drive them off of this fort in the north. It's a better reinforcement location. Yeah, see, this is what we needed. We needed 2 full stacks up here in order to successfully defeat and protect this front. There we go. They're not gonna give me this. So how much will you give me? We really don't want the forts. I believe there's a fort in Tyrone, which we probably will have to take. And then there's one in Limerick and Desmond. So we don't... The ones we least want are Desmond and Limerick. So that's what they'd give us. They'd give us, basically, at this point, they'd give us the northern half of Ireland. I think is good enough right now. How much more do I need to get that? We can probably stay in for Ormond. That'll probably do it. Oh, we have accidentally run into something over here. Guess they tried to reinforce a stack over here? I don't know what they were up to. They've run back, so let's bring our troops back around. Here we go. I'll just let it tick. They will give us this peace deal eventually. Since imperialism is normally about seizing the capital, and the capital is well and truly seized, so this probably should give in here in a minute. And that should do it. There we go. That's another big bite out of Great Britain. We will not be holding this ourselves. We have no interest in that. So we will go to our vassal, Gaeldom, and we will grant them Tyrone. We will grant them... We don't want to grant them London, so we have to be a little careful here. Sligo. Grant them Pale. The Midlands. We'll grant them Ormond. Not London, but we'll grant them Leinster. Donegal. Kildare. And Connaught. There we go, got rid of them. No more overextension issue for us. Still upgrading Stonehenge, I see. Alright, now we will leave. Let us pull... Our next war is going to be against Spain. They were winning very temporarily because we were distracting them. So what we're going to do, we're going to have to deal with Austria-Hungary. So we're going to need to think about that because we haven't had to do that previously when we dealt with them. Let us get into position here. We will leave behind a general here. There's most likely to be a uprising over here, so we will get into position. And we'll bring the other ones back across the channel. We will need 2 armies. One will need to be in position up here. We're gonna build another 10 cannon stack out here to reinforce the last one. We'll need some troops to do Spain, and then we'll need another group to deal with Austria-Hungary. But in the meantime, I'm going to pause here. In between episodes, I'll get us into position and up to the date, and then we'll be ready to go to war. I will see you next time.